In this video, we're going to be using a new soap by Zingariman called the Lather and the Red Imp, which I honed myself with the Ozuku finisher. Stay tuned. Hey there, folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host, CDB. It's so good to be with you this Thursday morning. As mentioned before, today we're going to be using a brand new soap by Zingariman. This one is called The Lather. This releases to the general public on 4 July at 9 a.m. Central Time. This is available now for members of the tribe. I bought this early, and wonderful, wonderful bright scent. If you like sweet, bright scents, this is really, really nice. Scent strength on this for me is about a 6.5, over medium for sure. Really beautiful scent, and I love the way that the color of those Zingari pours. It just looks pure. It looks pure white. Really good looking soap. Really great smelling soap. The notes on it. One of the things I love about Zingari, I'll put the label up there for you. They put the notes, well, you can look at it there, right under it. It's called the Lather. Peach, bitter orange, musk. That's what you get. It's fairly straightforward. It's bright. It almost has a floral sort of thing going for it, but not too floral. You know me, I'm not crazy about florals. It just comes off bright, uplifting. It's one of those soaps that has a good bit of zip to it, and I really like it. So I look forward to using that. We know it's a good quality product. The price on this, by the way, is 5 ounces for $22. That is $4.40 an ounce on our cost scale, which starts to get into that expensive area. But this is a high quality soap. It's got some great ingredients in it, like shea butter, goat's milk, jojoba. I'll put the ingredients there for you while we get our mister. This is the Glen Helly inspired mister. We're going to mist and just get right into it. 24 hours of growth today, standard. For me, that's what I'm working with about each and every day. Thank you so much for coming back. As I said before, this does make a creamy lather. Let me show you a pic right there. We'll get to painting this on. Oof, what a bright, bright scent. Super bright, super invigorating, at least for my taste. I love these bright scents. I rarely like darker, earthy scents. They're just not for me. I just don't like them. So when the fall comes around, that's the worst time for me as a hobbyist, because the artisans start to release their darker, earthier stuff. And quite frankly, I don't like it. So I always prefer these kind of scents. So spring and summer for me is definitely the best time for trying new releases. That's when the good stuff comes out. And I will use these spring and summer releases throughout the year because I am inappropriate that way, as I like to say. I just like to smell good. I don't like smelling like dirt or leaves or earth or, things like that. I do have some tolerance for woody type scents, but the dark, damp, musky, mildew, any of that stuff is out for me. I just don't like it at any time. All right. That's enough painting there. We're not going to worry about the lather. Let's wipe off our hands because it was running down the brush there. And let's wipe off our neck and shirt. And we'll see how I did. I'm going to be using the Red Imp today, which I re-honed actually. This was this was in very bad condition. This is Red Imp 133. It was in terrible condition when I got it. The middle of the blade had a frown, like upside down. Not good condition at all. So I just honed this a couple of days ago, and we'll see how my edge is. Oh, so far so good. We really never know until we get down to the neck. The neck always tells the tale because my cheeks are not particularly sensitive. But I'm going to tell you, so far, I am super happy. I had honed this blade before. Then I killed the blade and re-honed it because I wanted to try it on my Ozuku Japanese natural stone. And I must say, so far, fingers crossed, that feels great. I'm really happy with it. So just maybe I'm learning something on those stones. By the way, I'm using Shapton's on the way up. So I have 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 8,000, 12,000. This particular blade was so poor when I got it, I had to take it all the way down to the 140 Atoma because I had to take a lot of metal off. That feels great. By the way, I am really happy with this edge. Man. And maybe, just maybe, we're learning something about honing. Because this edge is feeling good. I brought a backup blade in here in case I needed to use it. Because you're never sure. When you're learning honing, it's trial and error. You got to try stuff and then see how it goes. But man, oh man, this is fantastic. This is straight razor shave number 47. So not a ton of those under my belt, but I'm going to tell you right now, this edge is right where I want an edge to be. This is the best edge that I have honed so far. It is not rough. It is plenty sharp enough. Wow, I'm happy with that. That is honestly surprisingly good. So this makes 2 out of 3 on my Ozuku. The very first edge that I tried wasn't ready, and I went back to the stones with that particular edge, and I came back and it was good the second time. This one is even better. Now, one of the things I want to mention is the other one I believe was a gold dollar. This is a different type of steel here, and I don't know if maybe some of the older razors might be a little bit easier to work with than the gold dollar. Some people say so, some people say not, but I'm going to tell you right now, this edge is making me happy. And this soap is making me happy too. Bright, uplifting. I want to mention something. David, So Sharp David and I will be on Instagram Live. I'll put the graphic up there while I'm talking. 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday night, this coming Friday. We do this every other week. It's called Real Talk. We'll be more organized this time. If you saw the first one 2 weeks ago, David was walking all over the house and tried to cook, and we weren't as prepared as we need be. But this time we're prepared. We have some subjects that we're going to be discussing. One of them is going to be the limited releases. Let's do a little misting here. The super limited releases that's really beginning to irritate people of the community. I'm not going to spoil it by talking about it right now, but if you have any subjects that you would like us to touch on, please comment below. Something that you would like a discussion about. Soap Sharp David and I have different opinions on a lot of things. That's part of the reason we're doing it together, is because, we don't agree on everything. We do agree on a lot, but we don't agree on everything. And something I want to mention is everybody doesn't have to agree with everyone. You can still remain friends, and have disagreements. So let's say that So Sharp David is really close to a vendor, and I'd happen to not like that soap or something they put out. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. We can have opinions as long as we're not attacking people personally. I think it's fair. And attacking the way someone does business is not a personal attack. Like if you're talking about the product or how business is done, that's all fair game. So I just want to mention that before we get into these discussions. It is not about slamming particular artisans. It's about the way that business is being done. So I want to just make that clear because it's never personal with me. All right. Wow. Good zip on this scent. I saw the stallion talking about he wanted more scent and he didn't feel like the Navigator had enough scent. I felt like it had plenty of scent, and this one has even more scent. Stallion, if you're watching, I'm 100% sure you will like this scent because I know you like sweeter scents. I think this is right up your alley. I think you should get it, and I think you're going to be happy with it, and I think you're going to feel that this one has more zip. That's just me. Okay, let's go. Second pass. Anyway, come on by and check us out on IG Live, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday night. We'll have the discussion. We'll have fun. We'll take your questions. That's what it's all about. One thing I noticed that after using the blade that I'm calling Ronin yesterday, that big 9-inch or 9/8 cleaver, you don't have to put almost any pressure on that. With these blades, smaller, lighter, much lighter, sometimes you do have to press down just a little bit. And that's okay. I'm very excited about this edge though. Wow. The level of satisfaction you get from honing your own edge is just unmatched. I mean, the Sprecher edge yesterday on that large blade was great, but the enjoyment I get out of this is me. This is all me, and this blade was jacked up. I mean, it was not usable in any form or fashion when I got it, and no one straightened it out for me. I did it myself. That level of satisfaction you just can't buy. So you can love a great edge, like a Stallion edge, a Sprecher edge, or whatever, but you can't buy the satisfaction of doing it yourself. There's just something that makes you feel great. Or at least it does for me. You know, that's just knowing that you did it yourself. You put in the work. Still got honing materials under my thumbnail there that I need to get out because I was just honing this up a little bit ago. Oh, man. Extremely happy. And I'm extremely happy that I'm getting good results out of that Ozuku. Because the Super Friends, who I debuted on my channel yesterday, that is Jack from the Virtual Groom Room, Corey, Shaving with the Chief, and Kai Triska, they all decided to go away from natural stones and they're going synthetic all the way up. And that is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I think I heard someone say Max Sprecher does that also. Absolutely nothing wrong with them making that choice. You do whatever you love doing, you know. But anyway, the reason I mentioned that is because I got the Ozuku from Chief. Because they were just like, okay, we're going all synthetic. And they chose to go that route. And I thought, when I saw that stone for sale, I said, you know what? That's a great price. The Chief is a great dude. And I wanted a Ozuku. And so I went ahead and pulled the trigger, and I am glad. He wasn't getting the results that he wanted. Now, I think he may have been using natural all the way up. I'm not. I'm using synthetic on the low, and then I'm finishing on natural. Doesn't really make any difference to me. You don't have to use only synthetic or only natural. You can mix them as far as I'm concerned. But again, I'm new to honing. It's working. I mean, you can see it working, so the proof is in the pudding. But anyway, they all decided to go that route, and that's great. I think you should do whatever you're happy with. Use whatever you're happy with. Do whatever you're happy with, and just enjoy it. Soap here, good quality. Zingari is a proven top rung artisan. Zingariman. We always drop the man. It probably irritates Heather. Sorry, Heather. It's easier to say Zingari. I apologize for dropping the man all the time. But really good, bright. And this one has some zip. So if you've been finding yourself thinking the scents are maybe not strong enough, I've heard that mentioned a couple of times. The thing you have to keep in mind is when it comes to scenting, a lot of people get sensitive once you have a certain amount of fragrance oils and essential oils and so on and so forth in soap. So that most of the artisans try to keep it at a safe level for the biggest number of people. So they're not going to be crazy like 10 level strong. A 10 level strong is going to be an occasional soap. And sometimes when they do make them strong, people have, it starts that tingling and burning. And so the artisans try to avoid that because they want to appeal to the largest number of people possible, which is entirely understandable. This one right here is definitely over medium. It's got some great zip to it. So I'm really happy with this soap. And the quality, let's be honest, You know, Zingari is known for putting, the Sago base is known for being an outstanding base. So you're not going to have any problems. Or at least I haven't heard of anyone having problems with the quality on Zingari. I really don't know anybody that doesn't like the base. Maybe there's some out there I don't know about. By the way, I just put lather on there because I'm using the other side of the blade. So I've already cleared that area. Man, oh man. Wow, happy with this edge. That's really enjoyable. One of the other things I want to mention is I was talking about edges yesterday. And the stallion was telling me it's really difficult to compare types of edges. So this one here is probably full hollow. So to compare it to a giant meat cleaver edge like yesterday on the Ronin, the Osiris Blade Works Ronin, which is a big, beefy, I don't even know what the grind on that is. Partial hollow, maybe. I have no idea. But anyway, the point he was making is they feel entirely different. Like a wedge with a, say, a 7/8 wedge is going to feel entirely different from this edge based on the type of blade it is. And I agree with that. It feels entirely different. Wowee. One thing I'm going to tell you right now, I am thrilled with this edge. Awesome. We're having some success, I can't even say it, with the Ozuku, and nothing could make me happier. So I'm just super happy about that. That's awesome. That's a little bit of towel there. Man, oh man, oh man. What a magnificent, enjoyable shave today with this Ozuku edge. Just fantastic. Okay, let me rinse. We'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. And we're back with our Lancaster towel wicking that moisture away. Beautiful shave today. Beautiful, beautiful shave. I'm exceptionally happy with it. Let's get our magic, because it's made by Thayer's Witch Hazel on here. Get that going. And then we'll do a quick recap. Thanks everybody for joining us. I really appreciate it. So today we used the Zingari, the Gatherer. Excellent scent. It's just like it's described here, which is peach, bitter, orange, musk. Thumbs up for me. Very, very good soap. Nice zip to it. We used the Red Imp 133 honed by yours truly, finished on the Ozuku. I'm super happy about that. That's just awesome. Really makes me happy to put my own edges on these blades. Used a RazoRock 400, which was sent to me by Oive. Thank you, Oive. And we're going to close this one out. You knew it had to happen. Ariane and Evans, peach and cognac. This stuff is just, it's sunshine in a jar, you know, with peaches. Sunshine and peaches in a jar. Fantastic. Really, really good stuff. It is sweet, but it's awesome. Oh, feels great on the skin. Super bright. Like I said, it just reminds me of pouring out sunshine and peaches. Ariana and Evans by Sneaky Pete Charcalis. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me. I'm reminding you, I'm your host, CDB. Remember, it's your shave, do it your way, and as always, God bless.